Welcome to ITW, the show that helps you incorporate technology into the classroom. DNA, once again, is together to lead you guys through another episode. We are here. We have a special theme episode going on this week.
Basketball?
That's right.
Can't wait, man. I love it. March Madness.
Right.
You know, I'm excited.
March Madness theme. David has even took it to another level where he has his James Harden impression.
Whoa.
He's got this James Harden thing going on. See?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man, I'm tired of this. I swear, it's like every week I come in here, you know, I work hard during the week, I come in here and you give me a hard time about the beard. And I like it, you know, I'm kind of feeling self-conscious, but you know what? You're not so hot yourself, man. You're not.
Okay, first of all, I am that hot. I don't care what you say. I might be the coolest man, except for you, Dr. Morrison. But other than that, I don't get, there's nothing you can say that's going to bother me, that's going to affect me. Nothing. Go ahead, give your best shot.
Baldy. All right, guys, make sure you guys stay tuned for another episode of ITW.
Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court, just like
All right, guys, we made it to the Sweet 16 of our technology bracket challenge. Aubrey, nice hoodie. Seriously? Anyways, let's start off in the Jessup region. We have a matchup, a really very interesting matchup between two completely different devices. We have iPads and Apple TVs.
Right.
iPad's probably the most favorite device by our teachers and students, if I had to guess.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have an up-and-coming device in the Apple TV, and I don't think people really realize the educational value.
Yes.
So two completely different types of devices. I think Apple TV is an ever-changing device, and who knows what it's going to look like in a year or two.
Right, and the key thing to point out about that is you don't have to have an iPad to project to the Apple TV. If those of you who do have a Revolve, you can project to the Apple TV with your Revolve, so that is possible. So don't think you have to have this device to be able to use your Apple TV.
Great point. Another matchup I have in the Jessup region is the Revolve that all of our high school teachers have.
And middle.
And middle. And our interactive whiteboards that have been around for so long.
Yes.
And a favorite of a lot of our teachers. They love them. The kids get on there and they interact with them tremendously. We've done a session on interactive whiteboards. So two great devices there.
Right. And just moving over to the Thompson region where we start talking about the different apps. We saw that the number one seed, Evernote, moved on, and the Cinderella so far that I would say of this ITW bracket, iTunes U, the 12 seed, that has moved on. Now, a lot of people are familiar with Evernote. A lot of great things, a lot of great applications on being able to take notes, be able to create folders and be able to send these things out, be able to record.
E-portfolio option as well.
Exactly. There's a lot of great things with Evernote, but iTunes U has some great
things. Yeah, it is.
Too.
A lot of that's what people don't realize, guys. iTunes U is built into every desktop in CMS.
Yes.
If you open up iTunes and you can go to iTunes U, just like you're searching for music or movies, you would just go over to that iTunes U tab, and there's a lot of great resources rather than having to Google it and YouTube it. A lot of good resources in there for you to use, whether it's elementary resources, middle, high school, and then even college level resources. So a lot of great stuff in there, as well as ITW is located in iTunes.
There you go.
So another great reason to watch.
Right, and so that's one I'm really looking forward to seeing how the teachers respond to that particular matchup. And just further down in the Thompson's region for the apps is the number 2 seed Edmodo. Now I don't have to say anything about how I feel.
I know
about
you
Edmodo.
love it.
I love Edmodo. And they're going up against EduCreations, and which is it's a really great tool. But what's great about it is its simplicity. How easy it is to use for maybe students who aren't familiar with it, or for teachers who aren't comfortable with technology.
Yeah, my principal this week, she sends out a weekly information. Usually it's just by email every Monday, kind of a guidance through the week for the teachers. And this week she actually used EduCreations. I'm gonna give a shout out to Miss Pickard and what she used, using EduCreations.
Good job, Miss Pickard.
So up in the Standish region, in the Standish region we have probably a favorite of everybody's, Microsoft Word. We've been using that for it seems like ages now.
Very familiar with that.
Yep. With another 12 seed that's moved on as kind of the Dayton of our technology bracket.
There you go.
Voki.
Right, Voki, and see, the great thing about Voki is that it's avatar creation, being able to let the students go in there and create these different characters and express different things, whether it be rules, whether it be concepts, whether it be strategies, whether it be opinions. It just has a lot of flexibility and a lot of creations, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see what what the teachers feel about that one.
It is, and Word has been around for a while, so that's going to be an interesting matchup. Even though it's a 112 matchup, it's going to be very interesting because of just completely different styles.
Yes.
Then we have Keynote and iMovie, 2 Apple products.
Right.
I'm obviously a big fan of both of them.
Right.
I think iMovie to me, is my favorite. Over Keynote, just because I think it's a little bit more creative. I think you can do a little bit more with iMovie. But I'm really interested to see what the teachers think about using both of those tools.
Yes, that'd be interesting. The going up to the last region, the Jones, the Web Tools region, the number 1 seed, Discovery Education, that it's been moving on fast. That one has been crushing everybody.
Yeah, it's a
been
very popular
up against, and that's going up against Prezi. And Prezi is a great presentation tool. It has a lot of different features. The movement and how things can go around. It's just a different way, and this is pretty interesting. So that's going to be one interesting matchup. And the final one that we're going to be talking about is the QR codes versus Google. QR codes are very popular, especially in our elementary schools, being able to put those and just being able to scan it with your mobile device and let that take you to a website or to a document or wherever you want it to go. So that has a lot of applications. And of course, Google.
We know you love Google.
Right.
We know you love
Google. I have to say much about Google. Google is what I have winning it, so keep voting.
Oh, come on.
Sorry.
We're giving plugs now for our favorite?
Yes, well, I
MacBook Air.
Right. But make sure that you guys take a look at this Sweet 16 bracket and vote for your favorite tools to move on.
Hi CMS, this is Social Sophie with your tip of the week for social media. Today's platform we're going to talk about is YouTube. There is just a plethora of information in here, of course, but I love to look up tutorial videos and how-tos. For instance, on my computer, my hard disk is full, so I just wanted to see a quick tutorial on how to fix that. So let's see, we found something here
on my Mac,
and it looks
and
good.
I've gone through a number of YouTube videos.
This guy's talking kind of slow.
Startup disk and
Let's see if we can't speed him up. Now what you want to do is go to youtube.com/ here's the kicker, HTML5, and hit enter. And you'll come up here to a place where you'll see different basically playback mechanisms in which YouTube will support on this browser, which is Chrome. But you can do this on any browser. And what you want to do is request the HTML5 player. And it says the HTML5 player is currently used when possible. So now you're good to go. Let's check out some new functionality from this player. So I'm just going to close that up. Refresh this page.
Hey YouTube, I've been getting
And
a startup
now
disk
we get
full warning on my Mac.
a little
and I've
option
gone
box
through
in
a
the
number of
settings that we
YouTube
didn't
videos
get
on
before
how to clean
called
up your
speed.
startup disk and
So
upgrade
let's
some of that disk
double time
without
this
sharing
guy.
content. So these are the first couple tips I'm directly stealing from the videos. Go to your system preferences, go to accounts,
Alright.
and under login items, you will have a
That's
bunch
what I'm
of
talking about.
stuff on boot. So as soon as you start up your
Alright,
computer,
so it takes
you'll
a
be able to
3.5 minute video, and now you can watch it in about a minute and a half. So that's my quick tip on how to speed up your YouTube tutorials and viewing. So enjoy and use that time for something else. Have a good one. Bye.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of ITW.
You're seriously still wearing that hoodie.
Fine.
And now you're wearing a baseball hat.
That's right.
Wow.
We'll talk about my bald head. Anyway, what we did want to make sure that you guys know is that for this week's ITW Bracket Challenge, we are going to be sending you guys out 2 different bracket challenges. The first one was going to be for this week's, the ones that we just talked about, the Sweet 16, and that's going to run up until Wednesday. So you guys will have until Wednesday to vote for this set of matchups.
Yeah.
And then on Thursday, we are going to do the Elite 8. So on Thursday, we're going to send you guys out another bracket that'll be available to you guys, and you guys will be able to vote for those devices to go to the Final Four, which that'll be really interesting. So we want to make sure that you guys know Wednesday is the last day to vote for the Sweet 16 round, and then on Thursday you can begin voting for the Elite 8. So we'll make sure you guys get that information. Also, we always want your feedback. We want to hear what you guys have to say. So what we're doing, of course, we like to give stuff away.
Oh, wow.
Giving away another ScreenBeam. Another ScreenBeam that you guys can use to give away. So, you can always shop and stuff. But Remember,
I'll do it with my hands now.
I know, that's okay. You can hold the ScreenBeam. Now, for this particular giveaway, what we're going to do is we're just asking you guys which matchup is the most interesting. Which ones do you guys think are you most conflicted with? Is it trying to choose between the iPad and the Apple TV?
Yep.
You know, which one do you guys feel
Voting
is
in Word.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go. Which one are you most conflicted by and why? Which matchup do you find most interesting? So you can, again, as always, you can comment on our YouTube videos.
Yep.
You can send us the email at itw@cms.k12.nc.us or tweet us at CMS to the core. We just want your feedback. Which matchup you think is the most interesting for this week's Sweet 16 matchups? All right. So I also, before we close, I can't leave without giving one more shout out to my old stomping ground at Harding University High School. I had to show some love. I got a chance to go back there. I got to see some teachers and got a chance to talk to some people who actually are fans of ITW.
Are they really?
Yeah.
They're probably my fans, not yours.
Whatever. So.
Hold on, I got a shout out too.
Okay, well, let me say, I got to talk to these people's names. I want to say a very special shout out to Amy Pryor. She is the PE teacher there. I also want to say a special shout out to Alicia Nolan. I know your last name is Asbill now, but I know you guys Miss Nolan, so I'll call you Miss Nolan. So Miss Nolan, I want to say a very special thank you to two of you guys that came up and talked to me about how much they liked ITW. And I think we have a newcomer, Miss Simmons, Miss Brooks Simmons. She's a science teacher at Harding. She said she's going to start watching. So Miss Simmons, I want to welcome you guys to ITW. Again, I just want to say thank you for your support and watching our videos.
Yeah, I want to have a very special, not just me shout out, to ITW, to DNA shout out to our help desk people.
Yes.
They are phenomenal what they do. I know I call them and I get my issue resolved immediately.
Right. They're wonderful. They are wonderful. So thank you so much for all you guys do.
They do a great job, and they are also fans of
ITW.
more so, well, I think more so me than you, but whatever. So anyways, yeah. We'll shout out to the help desk as well. So, guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode of ITW, our bracket challenge episode.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys, if you have any information you want to give us, any feedback, comments, questions, whatever, what do you guys want to see on the show? Make sure you guys email us at cms.k12.nc.us, or you can tweet us at CMS to the core because we want that feedback, guys. Thanks again for tuning in for this week's episode, and make sure you guys stay tuned for next week's episode of ITW.